Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't streamed in a minute, y'all. Okay, I ain't streamed in a minute. My apologies for being so late. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got so much good news, y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Okay, but y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I did tell y'all, I promised y'all before GAT that y'all will be seeing prime time static Nick again. Talking about starting from the beginning. All right. Now, okay. I'm genuinely going to try my best when it comes down to trying to stream a lot more. Cause like I said, this is stuff that I genuinely want to do for real. Okay. Now, if I do, okay, like I said, I'm trying to balance the videos and the streaming and everything else that I got going. Okay, but we're gonna try our best at the end of the day. Now, I got one, two, three, four, five, six good news for y'all. Okay, and y'all can choose which good news that y'all want to hear. But now I'm gonna just let y'all know the good news. Okay, we're gonna start here. Okay, before I'm not even gonna talk about GAT yet. Okay, not even gonna talk about GAT. But now first good news. Okay, we are back from GAT. Now, at this point, I am looking at doing. I'm looking at doing -11. Okay. The issue of me not running -11, which would be the last thing that I have to do before my car is completely finished. Okay. The reason I didn't do -11 before going to GAT was because of the fact of the matter that I wasn't trying to run into any issues going up to GAT. Now, only reason why I say that is because I only would have had 2 days of prep time before leaving before GAT. I didn't want no issues at all. Okay. So me running my -7.5 in the rear and 5.5 up front, I felt like that was honestly good enough for me. Okay. But like I said, we went down to GAT, and y'all, when I tell you guys, we got shown so much love, bro. We got shown so much love in GAT, y'all, that, bro, when I tell you guys, bro, I have never, like, genuinely speaking, okay, if I'm genuinely speaking, when it comes down to it, y'all, I've never, like, the car is, like, genuinely not even finished yet, other than adding the coilovers up front, adding more camber, but I've genuinely not got shown so many pictures of my car riding up and down the strip. Okay, last year it was blue. It was blue last year, but fitment was off. Didn't have the roof box. Like I was just really there for content for real. Wasn't really trying to put my own type of thing in there, but that was really what was happening. Now, as far as like I said, showing them pictures, bro, I've gotten sent and so many messages. Okay, people telling me even like when we get back because there was a lot of people from Georgia up there. Obviously, it's just a neighboring state, but there was a lot of people up there that basically would. Hey, I've gotten hella email. I mean, hella text messages, hella DMs, basically just saying like, "Hey, bro, I messed with the whip. I seen it on the strip. Like everything. Everybody was just showing love. Okay." Now, as far as the whole police thing and everything that went down on Saturday, last Saturday, and GAT, just crazy to say that it was last Saturday because it feels like it was honestly longer than that. But everything that went down last Saturday in GAT, bro, honestly, that was literally probably the craziest thing that I've ever seen. And honestly, genuinely speaking, if you did not make it to GAT this year, you missed out. Okay. At the end of the day, regardless of what happened, and the SWAT team getting called, and the National Guard and every other police department for every other state, you missed out, and that's just saying it straight up. Okay. Like I said, at the end of the day, you going out there, you're not really going out there. Yeah, a lot of people go for Jimmy's Market or whatever, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna go out there for your friends, you are still gonna have a good time regardless. Okay. Now, like I said, I did get a lot of content, and okay, I'm going to let you guys know right now. I did on Sunday indeed hang out with OKQ, Quan, and Shawnio. Okay. Now, okay, don't put me in the same group that y'all was putting them in, okay? Now, I genuinely hanging out with them on Sunday. I have not yet edited the video out, but I have genuinely seen I have seen the Shawnio's video that has went up on Instagram and how he was saying basically POV I ruined Gat. Genuinely speaking, I did not know none of that stuff went down the day before, which was on Saturday. I didn't know none of that stuff went down. So hanging out with them, obviously they're bringing influencers. You're going to try to get the most content that you can while doing it in the shortest amount of time. So that's what I did. So hanging out with them on Sunday, they did tell me that there was a meet the day before that I missed. And I was low-key kind of disappointed, but after seeing what would actually happen, I was low-key kind of glad I didn't go, at the same time. So him burning out, and then like even now, he's basically come out with a video, and everybody's on their story, basically talking about go report this video. Okay? Everybody on their story is saying report this video. Okay? So, like I said, Sunday, I'm genuinely, honestly contemplating really putting, editing that in my video because I know at this point right now, the ATL crew, okay, the Quan, I know right now, they're probably some of the most hated people in the dance card community right now, okay? Just to be real, okay? So I genuinely, when it comes down to editing that in my video, I genuinely don't know if I'm actually putting my video because I don't want no records with them and I don't want somebody to feel or even just, and not really to say what I care about what people think, but I'm not gonna lie, there have been a lot of pointing fingers and whose fan bases is basically brain dead and pea brain and it's just a lot of going on. So it's just at the end of the day, I don't like conflict. So it's just I'm not gonna sit here and I don't know. That's just something that I'm gonna have to think about. Now, in other words, okay, your boy did leave Gat. Okay, he left Gat with 2 tickets. Okay, I leave Gat with 2 tickets. Okay, first one for windshield tint, obviously. Okay, everybody down there got windshield tint. Okay, everybody. Okay, so most people down there got windshield tint. Now, the second one, I was mad for because of the fact of the matter. Me and Desi went at a hotel, and the vending machine at the hotel did not have tap to pay. They had these old vending machines in the hotel. I'm talking about we talking about the same ones that was when I was in elementary school. Tap to pay wasn't even a thing yet. So when I say they had an ATM, and you already know when you go to the ATM, okay, obviously whatever bank that you go with, because it was an ATM for everybody. So whatever bank that you go to, whatever money you pull out, it's going to charge you an extra fee, okay, for taking money out. So we're like, okay, cool. There's literally a gas station right up the road. Okay. So what we do, go back to the room, get the keys. Okay, and cool. Let's go ahead and head out. It's right up the road. We get down the hill, get up to the street. I'm talking about there's nobody on the street. It is 4 a.m. Okay. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. So we get out on the road. Once we get out on the road, we get down to the gas station just to see, hey, look, let's go get something to drink. We was thirsty, parched. Okay? Get up the road, and gas station is closed. And a lot of people, anybody who went to Gat knows I'm talking about the gas station across from Wonderworks. Okay? The big upside down building, it was closed. So we bust the U-turn and we come back going toward that Shell and that BP. Like I said, if you went to Gat, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? So we go to that Shell and that BP, both of them are closed. Okay? Now that Shell was actually open Friday until 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So we was expecting them to be open. They was closed. So we bust a right going in between the Shell and the BP, going toward Schuler's car wash. Okay? Mind you now, let's not forget the fact of the matter that I did say we're the only car on the road. Okay. So go passing Schuler's car wash. Like I said, the people who know, there's a Waffle House across the street. There is 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 officers sitting in the Waffle House. Now I don't know if they just came out from eating or whatever. Cool, but we literally were going back to the gas station that we was at earlier that night, basically see if they was open. We get down there, they're closed. Now we took a 0.6 of a second to look up on the GPS, which was probably my first mistake. Okay? Now, we get out on the entrance or on the exit. We literally hop back on the road to go back to the hotel because at this point we just know everything is closed. We get back on the road to go to the hotel, and when I tell you we are on the road and Schuler's car wash is here, I'm like coming passing Schuler's car wash. I look up at Waffle House and there's an officer coming, and we're literally coming. He's coming to the exit. Like I said, he was chilling. He wasn't trying to come after me or whatever. He's chilling. We're coming at the same exact time, right? So he slows down. I pass him, right? He hops out on the road, gets over behind me, and I was like, okay, I already know what's about to happen, okay? I'm the only one on the road at 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? Only one on the road at 4 o'clock in the morning. So what does he do? He lights me up, okay? Now, he's let me up, pull over to the middle lane, and y'all, when I tell you guys, when he hops over to this middle lane, okay? He hops over to the middle lane, and when I tell you guys, y'all, he walks up. It's 4 a.m. I'm trying to basically be as polite as possible because at this point, he can probably get me for absolutely anything. Modified suspension. I wasn't really pushing it too hard, so you couldn't really hear the exhaust. Modified suspension, tint, anything, right? So bro basically walks up. He walks up and, introduce himself. Hi, I'm Officer da-da-da-da-da. Cool, right? Hey, how you doing? Let me get your license and registration. The reason for the stop today is before your tints. Your tints are way too dark. Now, I have luminous films, okay? Now, I've had them for almost a year, over a year now. So after a year, I don't know if a lot of people know that have luminous films or just whatever reflective tint that they will lighten up to the point where you can start to see through them. But because it was cold and our body heat was in the car, it had fogged the back glass. So you could not see in at all. So when he hops up behind me and he cannot see through my car, which, okay, at the end of the day, everybody down there is going to have tint. And nobody was tripping that hard Monday or Thursday through like Saturday. But after everything that happened on Saturday, they were talking about all laws were going into effect and everything, and all the BS, right? So he pulls up on me, yo, I pulled you over for tint, and I pulled you over for having white lights in your taillights. Now, my brake lights are red, which is legal, okay, because you gotta have red brake lights. My nighttime running lights are white, which is, we went through and did some research, okay? And it does say that you are supposed to have red lights in your tail lights, which, okay, cool. But I have had white lights in my tail lights for almost a year now, and I've never gotten pulled over for them. So I hand him my license, registration, whatever, cool. He goes back to the car, give me a second. Okay, cool. Comes back. All right, so I'm going to give you a citation. He's going to give me a citation for having white lights and for tint, which I already got a ticket, okay? So he gave me another one of those, and for having white lights in my taillights. And like I said, nobody was tripping the day before, but only because everything that happened on Saturday, they talking about all laws going into effect. They was ready to get us out of there. When I tell you guys, Sunday morning, they canceled the show. We literally went, and me and Desiree went to Cracker Barrel and ate. Cop pulls up, like 3 cops pull up behind me in the parking lot. I'm editing a little video, a little reel for my Instagram. Cool. Editing a little reel of video. And when I tell you, Three cops pull up behind me in the parking lot, right? My window's up, so they can't even see inside the whip, right? But I'm parked. So basically, he pull up. I let the window down. Hey, did you eat here? Yeah, we did. Was it dine-in or takeout? Why would that matter? Why would that matter whether I dined in or took out, right? So I'm like, at this point, they're already on 10 for everything that happened yesterday. So I'm like, no, we dined out. We dined in, okay? Okay, well, they want you off the premises. Who wants us off the premises? After we just ate and bought? So he was like, they want you off the premises. Who's they? Cracker Barrel wants you off the premises. Why does Cracker Barrel? And it was literally only them going after the modified cars. When I tell you, I went out the parking lot, went to Cookout, which was like almost next door. Well, yeah, it actually was next door. Went to Cookout next door and parked up. And motorcycle police officer drives through. Y'all, show's over. Go home. You just want everybody to just pick up and go home after people have paid for Airbnbs to stay probably until Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. Only people that's probably going home is I don't even know who would be going home. People have paid for Airbnbs. So, mind you now, we pick up that whole situation happened. Left with the tickets. Still got to pay that. I got to go. I'm not going to court. Okay. I'm supposed to go to court December 10th. I'm not driving up to Pigeon Forge to go to court. Okay. So, that whole situation happened. That happened. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, just to end on a positive note, y'all, I really genuinely appreciate y'all. When I tell you guys, we had so much love, bro. We had so much love. Okay? So much love. Okay? So many pictures. I got tagged in so many TikToks, so many reels. Like, people were just, photography was going crazy. I loved it. Okay? Like I said, for this being the last year of GAT, sadly, or like I said, people are still going to go, but, I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna make that 4 hour. Like, if they have it elsewhere, I might go to where the actual show is. But it's like, I don't think I'm gonna actually be returning to GAT after the fact in the matter of them canceling the show, because I already know some off. They're probably gonna know that people are gonna come back, and they're probably gonna be on the same BS that they was this year. So it's like, am I really gonna stick my foot in that pond to basically go back up there and then get a risk getting other tickets for whatever reason? So, but other than that, okay, y'all, I do want to let y'all know. Okay. Bro, when I tell you guys we got back from GAT, which was on Tuesday, or no, we got back on Monday. Thursday, okay, and I'll tell y'all something, okay? Desiree surprised me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We went to the foothills, okay? We went to the foothills. Okay, I'm standing here, but I got cut out. Okay, but y'all, she made me this like, it's literally a canvas. Okay, she made me this canvas, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, a canvas. I don't even. I gotta see where this thing like. I might gotta move this. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might gotta get some of these made for real. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but probably that's a little bit too low. But nah, for real though, this is hard right here. This is hard, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, the lookout. Now I ain't like last year. I didn't go really searching as far as like exploring and like going to the different places like the overlook over Gatlinburg or the foothills. Didn't go to the foothills area. But this year was, like I said, we had a lot more time. Last year we only went Friday to Sunday, so we didn't really have much time. I was really trying to get more content than, explore. This year we went for a long amount of time and just added a day on that, on each end. But y'all, this right here, Desiree, I appreciate it. Okay, I really appreciate it. You gonna hang that up somewhere? Find somewhere to hang it. Somewhere in this room.